Hey y'all. Tonight I went and visited the Chicxulub crater, which is the huge impact crater off of the coast of the Yucatan Peninsula that was responsible for the huge major dinosaur extinction event about 66 million years ago. First, I asked to be taken to the Yucatan Peninsula so that I could view the impact and its effects. And of course, the area was so green and lush, and of course peaceful and quiet because there were no people. But I'm just sitting there in this beautiful green lush area, and then I see this big giant fireball in the sky coming towards me, and it lands off the coast. And immediately it was like a nuclear bomb, or like 5 volcanoes went off all at once, and there were immediate earthquakes. There were huge tsunami. And the air filled with, there was a lot of vapor, and I want to say dust. Like it kicked up a lot of dust from the earth, and I'm experiencing choking, like I can't breathe, and everything's all dark. And I got the impression that it took weeks or months for the plants to start dying off because there wasn't enough sun, and it immediately changed the climate so that things couldn't survive the way they had been, and they didn't have enough time to adapt. So the land animals started dying off, and the marine animals also were impacted, and there was largely just air animals, which is what we now know as birds. So yeah, not all the dinosaurs went extinct. A lot of them are now what we know as birds. They evolved into birds. And so I was made to feel the choking, the vapor, like you couldn't breathe the air, and the plants couldn't grow, and all that was left was what died there, and that's what the air animals were eating, was what was left over, in the seeds and the roots and stuff that was left over, and that's how they survived. And then I was brought to now at the impact crater, and deep, that crater, the impact was so violent that I'm getting like a vision of it from outer space, like it was visible from other planets. It was so huge, and that we were observed by other civilizations out there that witnessed the impact, and they were amazed that the planet survived. I know it's covered up now because it's got 66 million years of sediment covering it, and it's also mostly underwater. They're in the Gulf of Mexico, but deep, since it's so deep underneath, I'm seeing that there's a crack, a big, huge crack, like a fissure in the Earth's crust, and that it's stable for now, but if we were to have another impact like that, it would break off a huge chunk of the planet that would eventually become probably another moon. But yeah, very violent. And it's like the energy of it now is, it's like an old scar. Like if you have an old scar from a major injury, and just is was it is what it is. It's just an old scar that's still there. It doesn't have any kind of haunted energy. It's stable, it's there, and you hope that nothing else hits that area, because that would be even more devastating than it was 66 million years ago. So anyway, Chicxulub, I had been curious about that, and I hope I'm saying it correctly. I'm sorry if I butchered it, but that was a very interesting suggestion. So thank you.